Hey everybody, Hunter back again from Showtime Studios. Been a long time since I've done a video. I just looked up and it was January of 22 was the last video that I done. And on that video, that was a 24-hour build. Did not accomplish it in 22. And we did another 24-hour build in 23. And this past January, and didn't accomplish that one. So I got to get back on track with accomplishing the 24-hour builds and get some videos where I can show you guys, what we got done in 24 hours. But two failures over 2 years. But I've been away from modeling. I haven't been to a show. Haven't really did anything as far as modeling. A lot of tinkering around here and there. But this is in fact, yesterday's the first time I opened up my hobby desk here to sit down and tinker a little bit. So I just thought I'd bring everybody up to date on what's been going on. Still around, still interested in doing models. Just been working on between full-time job and taking care of stuff around the house, and also working on the one-to-one car, which that project has also changed, but we'll get into that at a later date. This is more for my modeling people out there that have been wanting to know, where you been? What are you doing? Are you coming back? But yeah, I just kind of took a break from everything, especially the competition, and model building in general. Just kind of got burned out on it, I guess you could say. But sit down last night and opened up a kit and came up with a few ideas for it, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. It's something that it's not going to be something I'm just going to sit here at the bench and hour after hour work on. It'll be in between things. So I'm thinking about maybe doing a small series or something on it if you guys are interested. I'll show you the kit. This is what we started with. I've had it for a while, and decided to get it out and just kind of look through it and get some ideas on which direction I wanted to go. This is an older kit that they re-released, and I got my hands on one of them. And just to give you an idea of where we're at as far as that, the cab that's in that kit is actually a sleeper cab, which would be about this long, in that general neighborhood. And as you can see, this is now a day cab, which I've been in this day cab kick my last few big builds I've done, and have really enjoyed them. So going back with a day cab setup, more of a, this one won't be weathered like I have been doing a lot of my models. This one's going to be more of a I guess you could say a very well kept sort of custom cab over. But as you can see, I've already cut the door out of this thing and started working on some of the door jamb and stuff like that. And here's the door assembly. I've already got the photo etch hinge put on it. Already had that made up, and luckily it fit right on the door, so I went ahead and just kind of stuck that together real quick. And I'll put the door into place here, just to give you an idea of what it's going to look like with the door. And there's with the door just kind of setting in place with the photo etch hinge on it. Got a little bit of filler across the roof here where I put the seam back together. This is actually the back of the sleeper cab. I just took a section out of it, which was this wide. This is how much I took out, and put everything back together. Didn't have a seam because I put it back together right here at the back edge of the doors. So I only got a little seam at the bottom and a little seam right here at the top of the doors on each side, and then of course the one across the middle. But coming up with some different things for this, different ideas that I've wanted to do in the past, and I've done opening doors before. This one here, I'm going to go ahead and do the working door handles on it. So if that's a video you guys are interested in seeing on how I do that, let me know. Leave me a comment. kind of give me some inspiration, I guess, to get back into doing videos and tutorials and things like that for you guys. But I've done the hinges before. I've done the working door handles before. But this one, I also want to do working vent windows on it. And I'm thinking about doing working side glass on this. And I'm not 100% sure right now how I'm going to do the side glass. It has been done by other modelers in the past, and it's something that I always wanted to put into a truck build. So we'll see what happens. We may or may not do it. I don't know. Right now, it's leaning that direction. So, like I say, leave me some feedback on this video if you want to see, a little bit more of this as far as how I do certain things. That would be great. And I've cleaned up one frame rail, got the injector pin marks out of the inside of it, got it all smoothed out. So this is another thing that, working with the kit frame rails, if, anybody out there is interested in, how I clean up my rails and get everything prepped to do one of these truck builds, I can do a series on it, kind of like I did with the little street rod build that a lot of people really liked. They refer back to that video a lot, so I thank you all for that. It's got a lot of views, and in fact that whole series does. So I haven't taken anything. I haven't even taken the screw mounting points off of this one yet, or the injector pin marks. So, that's something I can do on camera to show you, my technique on how I go about doing it. So that's what we got there. That's the little project I kind of sit down here and started tinkering with. Some of you know that I did buy a 3D printer. I used a lot of 3D printed parts on the 1/16 scale Volkswagen Beetle. And they were a lot of work getting them to smooth out and the layer lines and stuff like that. Well, I ended up buying one for myself. I bought a Cutie X Plus, and it seems to be real good. I've tinkered around with some parts here and there, and they've came out pretty good. So it kind of opens up a little bit more things that I can create that I've always wanted on my builds that I've had to go out and buy aftermarket. Now, instead of buying them aftermarket, I can just make them here at the house and do the cleanup and everything, which every 3D part I've ever got from Shapeways or people like that, you have a serious amount of cleanup to do on them. So I'm working on some different settings and things like that, trying to get things as clean and get the layer lines as tight as I can. But maybe we'll do a video. I'll show you the X Plus that I bought and some of the things that I've been printing on it. I don't know if I've got anything here. Yeah, hang on just a second. Let me get, I'll show you some of the things that I did a test print on. There we go. I got a little case here that I put some of my 3D printed parts in. And like I say, just kind of tinkering around with some different things and, different scales, because I am in the car stuff, I'm leaning more toward the large scale stuff. I've done, now that I've done the 1/16 build, I've got some things worked up for 1/12 3D printed parts. I've also got 1/8 and 1/6. So this here is a 4150 carburetor, and this is in, if I can hold on to it, this is in 1/6 scale, and I don't know how well that's going to show up, but this is straight off the printer. Very nice piece. I was real happy with this. I think with a little bit of the Mr. Surfacer 500 or 1000, I can go in and really clean up a lot of these layer lines. But that's something that I did a test print on. I also did some nitrous plates that came out pretty good. This is also 6 scale. And let's see here. I have I think this is 12th scale Predator carburetor, one of the old school carburetors. Did that. Have some, these are the nitrous solenoids with the nitrous plates that I printed. And like I say, all this stuff is as printed. I haven't touched it. I took it off the print bed, and that was that. And then we get into the smaller stuff. This is a Ford 9-inch rear end in 1/25th scale with the 4-link brackets on it. And like I say, I don't know if that camera is going to pick up real good on that stuff, but we get the camera set up over top here. It might come out better in a future video. And I also printed some, rim halves and for back half stuff. Did a blower pulley. This was a test. It's a little messed up on the nose of it, but the teeth come out real good on it, so I was happy with that. So, like I say, I've just been tinkering around with the 3D printer a little bit, just seeing what I can and can't do with it. So, and I'm learning as I go because I'm not real keen on the computer stuff, so it's been a big learning curve for me. But what else do we have? That's about it. I mean, I moved around the hobby room. I now have a roll top desk that I'm sitting at here, and real happy with that. I've got drawers up here in the front on both sides, and of course I've got like my putty and my tape over here on one side. I have 5 drawers up above that for miscellaneous things. I have all my brushes and everything over here in a carousel holder, and I'll do a video and show you guys the new workbench setup. But it's come out real good. I'm real happy with this setup. A lot better than what I've had before. I actually have a place for all my plastic over on my right side, all my brass, because I was working on a 1/12 scale brass tube chassis for my Mercedes. If any of y'all remember that, the 1/12 scale Mercedes, it's still in the works. I also 3D printed a Ford 620 Boss engine for it, and it came out pretty good. It's some things I got to go back and change where I'll be happy with it, but we'll bring you up to date on that as it goes along, the more and more I get here in the hobby room and start doing videos again. So, but I'm still setting everything up. Like I say, I've got drawers and everything down here on both sides of me, at the bottom, drawers at the top. If I don't want to do anything for a while, I can actually slide the roll top door down and everything's secure and the cats don't get on it and knock everything over. But yeah, that's about it. Like I say, just leave me a comment on the video. Let me know if you'd like to see another series from Showtime Studios on, some of the things that I'm going to do to this Peterbilt build, and we'll go from there. So, like always, I want to thank all my subscribers that's hung in there and still have me on their subscription list, and all the new guys that's come on board. I've got, I think, 28 new subscribers in the last I don't know, month, I think it was. So thanks to you guys if you're watching this video, and hopefully I can get back to doing some more videos on more of a regular basis. I mean, even if I get to doing 3 or 4 videos a month would be good. That's better than going for almost a year and a half with no videos. So yeah, I want to say shout out to everybody out there that's been doing. I see a lot of the channels growing. I do watch YouTube. I do watch what you guys are doing, and a lot of your videos. I don't comment a whole lot, but I am watching. So I think that's all we got for now. We're getting up here about 14 minutes, so that's long enough for you to sit there and listen to me ramble about this stuff. But yeah, like I say, leave me a comment on it. Leave me a like if you can. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and check out my past videos. I got a lot of good information in there. At least I think it's good information as far as building and the techniques that I use here to build my models. So that's about it. Like always, this is Hunter from Showtime Studios, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.